This color's fight titles, by the way.
We're back on. All right, cool. Welcome back to UltraChenTV. We're still going all over Killer Instinct today, and we finished game engines and systems and stuff. We're going to go into the characters. We've been showing a lot of Jago and Sabrewulf, but I guess we're going to, kind of more break down what they do individually.
Yeah, the stuff that makes them good, because every character in this game is broken at the moment. Like, has ridiculous stuff like 50-50 mix-ups and amazing buttons. I think the only character that might be kind of lacking is Orchid. Some of her buttons aren't as good, but she's still
some good buttons.
Really good.
Damn good buttons.
Yeah, but in general, yeah. Let's talk about both.
Let's talk about, I guess, Jago first.
Okay, so Jago is essentially the Ryu of the game. I mean, he has a fireball, he has a DP, he has technically
Tatsumaki.
a Tatsu.
Yeah.
And all the motions are as they would be in a Street Fighter game. What makes him unique, obviously, his instinct mode. Basically, when you activate it, when you walk forward or you're pressing on the attack, you regain health slowly.
Right.
Also, another thing that his instinct mode gives is more frame advantage. So if you do something that would be, for instance, less safe, if you have instinct, you are less at a disadvantage. Or if you do something that is safe and you have frame advantage, it gives you even more.
Makes everything almost plus on block.
Does that make it so you could do manuals that you couldn't do
Yes.
before?
Yes, it makes his manuals easier, it makes him less punishable, it helps him punish you even more. So he has a very, very good instinct mode. Every character does, but that's that. And then the other thing that kind of sets him apart is he's the only character in the game that can cancel a shadow move from a back throw. Only character that can do that.
Yeah, you can turn a forward throw or a back throw into any specific shadow move for a pretty sizable amount of damage.
So for instance, if you wanted to really get damage, like if you want to get 25%, you just got it from a back
pretty
throw.
sick, pretty sick. And a lot of people play Jago as a throw character,
Yeah, I
like
can see
a
that,
throw
yeah.
mix-up
And
character.
it can work that way. And I'm sorry. The other thing is with his doubles, he has the around the world mechanic. So what that does is, he's the only
to ignore linkers if you want.
He can ignore linkers by digressing in his auto doubles.
Is that useful?
It can be for mixing up opponents, because a lot of people, what they'll do is that most people online right now, like learning the game, what they'll do is they'll do a lot of medium linkers. A lot of people don't actually know how to do heavy linkers yet. They don't know that you hold the button
down.
So they're looking for that linker so that they can break it.
And it's the path that everyone knows.
And it's the golden path.
Know.
You know, you do your double, your linker, you double, your ender. But with him, he can go
ignore that and do something different. And it's like, oh god, you didn't even have a chance to react.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to kind of be ready for it. But he always powers down. So if you started with heavy, it goes down to medium, then it goes down to light,
and
but it goes back around the world to heavy.
That's what they call it.
That's what they call it around the world. So he's just pressing, he goes 1-2, presses medium, another 1-2, light, another 1-2, and then it just continues on until you blow out.
He can't do light, medium.
No, it has to digress.
That's power down, I think is the term that they were using to describe it.
So what are some of his good buttons, some of his good
forward roundhouse.
Forward roundhouse is essentially Akuma's double roundhouse.
Acts almost just like it. And that's actually, Akuma stole that from Jago in KI2, which is funny. Do you remember that in KI2? It was one of his best moves.
Yeah, it was abused.
I was like, oh my god, they gave him KI2 Jago move, and now it's just as good as Akuma's in SF4.
I like how I'm doing the Jago breakdown, and I hate this character more than anything.
Jago, in my opinion,
I learned to play him obviously because I needed to, but I've never personally just a little gripe. I've always hated Jago from KI1, KI2. I didn't like the character. Not that he's a bad character.
He's probably the best in the game. So.
He really is. He's an ass.
He's an ass.
All right, so other than roundhouse, like what else?
Close range medium is also amazing.
Why?
Knock me down and meaty me. Meaty attacks are a thing again. Like in SF4, meaty attacks are good, but a lot of like reversals kind of have like invincibility to certain things. In this game, Sabrewulf has nothing I can wake up with besides like using meter. What Jago can do to me, knock me down, and then do like a meaty standy thing, and I'm meaty standy forward, that thing, and I'm pretty much stuck. Like I have to like backdash out or hope.
Is backdash invincible?
Yes, backdash has 7 frames invincibility. Slightly, I think it's 2 frames more than Street Fighter.
Yeah.
And jumping is different per character. Jumping in SF4 is what, 5 frame jump for everybody?
It's between 3 and 5.
3 and 5. Okay, so it does vary.
3 and 6 actually.
Vary in this game as well.
Nothing about Street Fighter.
Yeah, so like activating a jump. Sabrewulf has the slowest jump in the game. It takes him like 6 frames to get in the air. So, because of his crazy ground-ass mobility, getting in the air takes a little bit longer. That's a little detail.
Okay.
So another really good attack that Jago has is his crouching medium kick, which I mean can be canceled into fireballs, into DPs. It also covers a decent amount of space. Real quick, I want to show you how ridiculous his forward roundhouse is. The hitbox on it is huge. And then
Can you duck it?
Yeah.
You can duck it. Oh.
No!
you can't. That's
Not
what I'm
as
talking about.
Sabrewulf. Oh my god.
Other characters can?
I don't. I think Sadira.
Sadira might be able to duck it.
But his crouching medium kick also covers a decent amount of range
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
got a nice
However,
range to it.
forward roundhouse is always 2 hits, and
Okay, so you'd have to like
if you're really
cancel out of it.
if you're really
So
fast,
I'd have to do basically a shadow, but he's gonna get the counter for that.
So that exists. Standing far heavy punch is
Far
amazing.
heavy punch is really good as well. It
Yeah,
covers
and that's
a lot of space.
All normals in this game are cancelable as well.
Oh, okay.
Every single normal attack you can cancel into a special because it allows for the combo system.
That makes
much.
sense, yeah.
And he has his command overhead, which is back and heavy.
Is that also cancelable?
Yes.
This is
Even command moves are cancelable.
Yes. I think that almost goes for everybody. Yeah, I think
every character in the game.
command moves are cancelable. So what's another thing? Here's a cute counter hit setup. Close range short with Jago puts you at this sweet distance where it's really far away. If I try to press a button, after short do standing heavy punch. And I tried to hit you, and it puts you in this amazing counter hit setup. Try it again.
Cool. Oh, that's right.
Stampers.
I just tried to hit him, and
That's cool.
counter hit setup. So Sabrewulf, a lot of characters have similar things. Like Sabrewulf can do block for a sec. You know, meow, which is heavy kick, and it just bites him throughout all this stuff because it actually avoids lows to an extent. If you see, his hurt box is still a little bit lower. I don't know if there's anything else
for command or for normals. That's pretty. I mean, his standing medium punch is also a decent foot.
Oh, so
What about like jump options? Any?
He does have a cross up with
medium
kick. Yeah.
I think
which
light
is
kick also might cross up as well.
maybe.
No, that looks kind of goofy.
Oh.
Hey!
So his medium kick is really good, and his jumping heavy punch is actually very good. You can
Crazy
catch him
ambiguous.
on the. I mean, you can get it almost at the very end of it.
That looks like some jump threes, man, in Injustice.
Yeah, right.
See, I mean, that's like at the tip. Those are his jumping attacks. And that's pretty much it for his normals.
Another thing that makes Jago amazing is that with the use of meter, he can technically get free wake-up dragon punches. And this, not a lot of people are doing this yet, but I'm going to sweep you, wake up DP, but cancel it into Shadow Fireball.
Okay.
Oh, is it safe?
And it brings him back, within the first few frames of him doing a Shoryu, he's still grounded, and he can actually turn it into that, and he's safe after that.
Is Dragon Punch invincible?
Yes, there is invincibility frames on it.
Yeah.
Not huge, but there is invincibility frames.
Okay, so he kind of has Ryu type options. Is he played as a Ryu kind of mid-range control sort of character?
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of people too will do the classic Ken lob. Well, they'll throw the fireball and follow it up with a
Wind kick.
wind
This
kick.
has been here since the first KI.
So I mean, but that's the thing. People play him.
Which one of those is the opener?
Oh, that would be the wind
after
kick.
the fireball. The wind kick would be the opener. So like throw a fireball from full screen again, and then double.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the wind kick is the opener because the fireball just acts as a move, technically. So the other thing is that Jago is technically safe.
Just turn hitboxes on.
Jago's almost safe on a lot of stuff. Like wind kick is just really good. Like light wind kick I think is -2. Medium wind kick is minus like 4.
I think light is -3, regular is -5.
But do like the heavy wind kick. I can punish that one. Do the medium one. I can punish that one.
No, that's the medium one.
And that's at a distance where I can't really
And then
punish
light,
it.
there's just no hope.
Yeah, there's just no hopes. It's not punishable, but you are at attack advantage because he's still negative.
Now, if just for context, like how fast is the jab?
Sabrewulf's jab. Let's find out. Turn in attack information on.
Attack data.
Yeah. 4 frames. Jago's
Oh, it
is.
says that. So that's 4. Okay, so I'm looking at the top right.
Yeah.
So that's damage.
Well, this applies
combo
just
damage?
to you. So Jago's jab is
Oh, I see.
4 frames. Sabrewulf's jab might be 3.
So that's
Right.
that's 4 frames startup, 2 frames active, 7 frames recovery. I
yeah.
guess.
Yeah, exactly.
And then +4 on hit, +2 on block.
Yeah, if I block, it might change.
I think that just means 4.
Yeah, I think
4 on hit stun or 4 on hit advantage and 2
the
on
advantage
block
is what's telling the block one. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's all the data is there. I wish
That's
they would.
cool. I like that a lot.
I wish they would break that down a little bit more so we know exactly where it is. But
that is really cool.
The guide actually breaks it down into little
nice.
Okay.
little sections.
Nice. So yeah, Sabrewulf's, like in his example, Sabrewulf has the best buttons in the game. This thing is freaking amazing. His sweep is long as hell. This has active frames of a god.
Yeah, if you're jumping at that is
And here's kind of the trick with Sabrewulf.
Oh, cross up or not?
Cross up into this bite has enough hit advantage on it where I can actually go into my chain and just do an ender.
Okay.
So that's a lot of Sabrewulf's game is that it's getting you on the ground and just going, where am I? You know,
right.
Stuff like that. So
yeah.
he is an entirely mix-up character and he wants to stay in your face.
He's literally a rushdown beast. That's
Yeah.
what like there's no other way to describe the character.
He's got a run, which is just back, forward, and kick, and he just runs. However, you press a light kick, and he'll do this little slide thing that crosses up on the ground.
Right.
That actual acts as a linker, so I can do this, and just keep crossing up on the ground. Get goofy. You can also do medium kick, which is an overhead, but the light and the medium kick on block are punishable.
What's roundhouse?
Roundhouse is this launcher thing.
And that's actually safe.
This is actually completely safe on block. So you can either go for your... But the point is that if I'm going to go for this and this begins combos, I'm going to go for this and this also begins combos, or I can go for this, and if this thing hits, it launches them. So I can't get a big ground combo, I have to get at that point a launcher. So you sacrifice making yourself safe for damage. Okay. But both of these things are totally unsafe on block.
Okay.
And that's mostly it for Sabrewulf's special moves. He doesn't have much else. He's got this thing, which is I'm pretty sure is safe on the light one. Try to punish me. It was like a little short. Yeah, I'm actually at a distance where this is the medium one. Yeah, and the heavy one, that one's punishable.
Okay.
So the heavy one I think builds more meter as well. I don't even know if there's any other special moves with Sabrewulf.
Sabrewulf?
This thing.
The back fears, you said?
Yeah, back fear. So this situation with this is that it's used like this. As soon as he flashes, it's unblockable. But it's very hard to get to that. So the ideal situation is that you're going to wake up DP after I sweep you. So I'm going to do like this. Yeah, and do stuff. But if they jump, you're kind of screwed. Yeah. You're pretty much totally
Can you cancel out of it?
Only if it hits. Only if it hits or it's unblocked.
Yeah, you can't dash cancel it. Once you're holding it, you're holding it.
Okay.
You can't really cancel normals into like specials on whiff.
Okay.
In this game, it has to be on block. No whiff canceling.
Actually, I did notice Jago seems to be able to whiff cancel his like chain stand short. What was it? Just mash stand short? Yeah. Okay, so you can do that at least.
Oh yeah, that's just the attack repeating.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, shorts are very fast for all characters in this game, and jabs.
Okay.
I think that's about it for Sabrewulf. Sabrewulf's big thing is just taking advantage on his instinct, and his instinct is just damage. It's just
extra damage.
It's like 25%?
25%.
That's literally all
that's it, but it ends up being one of the best instincts in the game if you use it appropriately.
Again, if you get a counterbreaker with Sabrewulf, even with just 1 bar of meter, you're gonna lose 80% of your life.
Like if we did this into this.
It's so fast.
Yeah, it's great. But it's ridiculously unsafe. That's 29% for 2 bars without instinct. If I pop instinct on this son of a bitch,
oh yeah,
it's a lot now. It's now 34.
What does attack speed mean?
Attack speed, I think is.
That's the frame data. So so in this you just press a button, let it stand. So that's 4 frames startup, 2 frames active, 9 frames recovery.
Okay. Yeah, someone in the chat was asking. So.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's about it for Sabrewulf and Jago. They're pretty much the most basic characters you can use to get started with Killer Instinct, and everything from this point forward only gets more complicated with like Thunder being a grappler and Sadira being an air combo character and Glacius being nuts.
Well, let's see them, right?
Well, one thing real quick that I forgot to mention is there's a lot of like low crush and invincibility moves as far as Shadow goes. So like his wind kick will actually crush most lows.
Is it actually low crush or does he just get over
it?
Watch.
It is.
Wake up with light wind kick. I'm gonna knock you down. I'll knock you down. You can. I don't think it has invincibility, so I can stuff it. Oh, maybe not. So if I'm just gonna mash lights on wake up. Puts them in the air. But
if you were to have mash stand jab, okay.
Get out of here.
But if he stands do it against that mash stand jab, his EX his
EX
shadow counter
yeah.
laser sword actually is a high crush.
Yeah. So if I mashed Do the EX one? Yeah. It'll be.
It doesn't matter. It's
But
gonna
I'll do the low one this time.
and I'll still just laser sword. And it doesn't even come out.
Right.
But I can just do the wind kick.
Yeah.
Right.
So he
Okay.
has two different crushes, and it's with his laser sword for highs and his wind kick for lows.
Sabrewulf, I don't think
I don't
really
think he has any.
He
No,
just
he's just the
this thing will crouch under like fireballs and
Yeah.
stuff. Like, you know, he has ways around it. Oh, here's some fancy stuff. I've been hit by that, and it really sucks. Like guy jumping over a fireball to hit
Can you
me.
see what the low crush looks like with the hitbox views by any
Sure.
chance?
Good call.
That's no, that's someone in chat.
Oh yeah, it doesn't even have a low hit bar.
Yeah. Let's just see it.
Yeah, you can see it's
yeah.
actually on the ground.
And if you go into a replay and watch a replay of something happening, you can actually turn hitboxes on in replay and frame step it.
The replay
Hey,
mode
do-
of this game is fantastic.
Do the EX laser, well, shadow laser
Yeah.
sword, or whatever. Yeah, so you see he doesn't have
doesn't
the
have it.
green box.
Yeah, below him. It's only on his.
How big is the reversal window in this game?
Pretty big.
Yeah, you see he has no green box there as it starts up. So
Pretty big. All input leniency in this game is pretty huge.
Okay.
So, yeah, that only applies to some characters. Not everybody has that. Like Sadira has one that crushes lows, but doesn't crush highs at all, and stuff like that.
that's really cool. I really like that you can see the hitboxes like that. It's really useful.
Can you
Oh, yeah.
throw the wind kick
Let's try.
when you get up?
I'll knock you down.
Sorry. Just lightning. I'll just do a lightning. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you
okay.
go.
So you have options. I mean, he has options. You have options. Everyone has options.
All right. Well, you want to move on to
There's-
another couple characters?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
There's also like, I thought there was like Kara throwing in this game. I think there might be, but I don't know. Like if you hold forward and do a throw, it visually looks like the character's moving forward and throwing. But they said, I asked Rich about that, and he said it's just a visual thing. Their grab box is not actually moving forward. I'm like, okay,
Huh.
if that's the case.
Oh, nice color, the red.
I
Yeah.
call him Guts Glacius. Look at my guts.
Oh yeah, his neck is like kind of.
Yeah, this is the. These are
Pulsating.
custom. These are like
See
these
that?
custom little.
Yeah,
stuff,
it's
but-
what it is if you look in the artwork, it actually shows what the alien looks like underneath. But the alien species controls ice and stuff, so it's a suit made of ice outside of it. So he breathes through these like things. If you neutral, he'll actually like control power and shit. It's kind of cool.
boxes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that
he's
there
an
was, like, a
alien.
background story.
He is an alien, and it's an alien in a suit. Is his story. So he controls ice.
All right.
Oops.
Oh, what the heck?
Oh, that's kind of cool feature.
How do you do that?
Snapping. You just press the Xbox home
Xbox
button. Yeah.
I can go to YouTube, whatever, and then as long as I go back to Killer Instinct, it'll just be right where I left
I
off.
also heard you could, if you're watching a stream, you could
Yeah.
put it in a small
Yeah.
box and play Killer
Yeah.
Instinct
Just hit snap.
Oh, that's pretty cool actually.
Let's go to just show snap as an example.
Where is it?
Right to the
Or
right.
just to the right of it. Yeah.
And you can snap in a
Oh,
Netflix.
that's just like Windows 8.
You can
that's
watch
funny.
a movie if you
Yeah,
wanted.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's just like Windows 8, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But some functionality is cool. I haven't used the snap stuff very much, but yeah, you can watch a live stream of some guy playing the game and play the game.
Yeah. It's got some interesting features.
All right. Well, let's talk about Glacius.
Alright.
Where do we start?
I don't even
Well,
know.
I guess let's start with movement.
He's the
'cause
Dolphin
So
have
of the
huge-
he
game,
has
basically, right?
Glacius is aside from Thunder, just the slowest character in the game.
Yeah, he cannot dash.
He has absolutely no dash.
Uh-huh.
He's a super floaty jump,
Oh my god! It's
but he has pokes for days. Forward medium punch is his entire like basis for
Just,
attack.
okay, just press all of his buttons. I just want
Okay.
to see like jab, strong, fierce, etc.
Try the crouching versions.
Yeah, crouching versions.
I love this one.
Yeah,
It's like a rock on.
it's a really a lot of active frames. The sweep is pretty far too.
Yeah, Sweep is actually really good.
So how do you do the how many extended normals does he
He
have?
has 4 extended normal.
And how do you do them?
His only extended normal on the ground is his forward,
Medium punch.
his forward
Forward
medium
strong.
punch, and this
it's
is
cancelable too.
it's one of those examples Max and I were talking about earlier where it can be canceled into auto rolls. So this counts as an opener.
And that's Glacius's trait, is that he can do ranged auto doubles. He can do full screen auto doubles.
Gotcha.
Now, is there a specific way to do full screen auto
Press a
doubles?
button.
Just press like those are lights. I'll do medium after it, and then these are heavy.
So you need a linker at that point, and the only ranged linker he has is fireball forward with a punch, and you would allow you to continue the combo at that point. So
Now,
shatter.
If you're right next to them and you do a move into a linker, is it the same link?
Same
I mean, it's the same auto double.
The linker will always track.
Oh no, it looks like he has different auto
Oh,
doubles.
He has
yeah.
different doubles when he's up close than he does when he's far away.
Okay.
But yeah, that linker move, this little summon ice puddle thing, if you show the different versions of it, it goes different parts of the screen. Close, medium, and far.
It's kind of like Shang Tsung's fireball.
Yeah,
And it's unblockable, isn't it?
It is
unblockable.
unblockable. If I see it, I'm getting out of here. You can jump out of it and react.
it's only
to it.
ground.
It takes like 27 frames, I think, to actually hit. So I mean, you.
It
I
only
don't
hits
want to
the
be
ground,
rude,
right?
but you have
Yes.
to be pretty blind not to see it. Like,
But-
it's a huge.
But doesn't he have that super where he rains hail on you? And then
Exactly. So the idea is that to put you in here and cast one on me when you're doing that. Like do the hail into,
Oh hell.
and now try it. I can block it.
Yeah, I can.
As long as you're in hit stun,
Yeah.
doesn't work. But if you
Because
get
that
hit,
would be obscenely stupid.
that'd be ridiculous. But if you get hit, it goes immediately into the
Yeah.
linker version.
Right, because that's exactly what I was thinking about. I was
So,
like,
like,
hey, he has unblockable.
For
He has
example,
a hailstorm.
if Max blocked this, I have to wait a second and delay it
Yeah.
in order to get it to be
When I'm out of block
unblockable.
stun-
Otherwise, I'm just gonna do it, and it's just gonna count as unblockable.
Okay.
All right, so what are all his special moves? We've seen
Yeah.
we've seen Pillar. What's the
So,
whatever.
one thing that actually, I don't know if you've been doing this, but sometimes, as a character without a dash, I mean, you're really limited to your movement, and you're pretty much forced to just block at that point.
Yeah.
However, if you can react to someone dashing or jumping in on you, you have a move called Cold Shoulder.
Yeah.
And this can essentially be used as well as a dash to cover space or just to get away from someone. And this is one of his linkers and openers.
Is
and,
it safe?
It is. The light
The
version
light
is
one
safe.
is safe. I think the medium one. I'll try
Try
to
to
the
punch
medium.
medium.
Oh, it's just range, huh?
Oh,
It
yeah.
spaces
I'll
you out.
try
Maybe
it
the heavy one? No.
Have try heavy.
No.
No, they are safe.
So all of his versions
Well,
of Cold
Gio, just
Shoulder
turn on frame data.
attack. Sorry about that.
Well, here's another question.
-6.
But I think
Minus
my,
7.
my medium might not. But the thing is the distance.
Yeah, it's a range consideration.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's also not invincible.
No, it can
Like
be.
at the beginning, it can be stuck.
And how do you do it?
It's just quarter circle back and kick.
Fireball back kick. Yeah.
Now, so what you're saying is if someone jumps at you, you use it to just dash
Yeah, like
under
let's say
them
Max and I are
yeah.
playing a little footsie game, and I want to get on it. I'm out of there.
Okay.
Yeah. And the shadow version of it hits multiple times, and I think that does crush lows. The shadow
I
version.
believe it does.
Yeah.
We can turn on hitboxes and shit.
We can find out.
Knock me down.
Shit.
It does not.
Maybe it crushes highs.
It's one or the other.
Crushes
It's
highs.
highs.
So, and he does have a low crush as well, which is the poodle punch,
Poodle punch.
puddle punch.
So this is his fireball forward and kicks. This also is the same. It can be used as an opener or a linker.
That looks like unsafe on hit. Jeez.
Oh,
It
it's,
is extremely unsafe. Even the shadow version, it's a free punch.
it's a DP pretty much.
Is it like anti-air only?
So I can, yeah. Well, I'll try jumping in on you. Try anti-airing me through it. Yeah,
Okay.
it works like that, and it also works as a good wake up. So I'm gonna knock you down and do it.
Yeah, it actually says invincible down at the bottom of that.
Makes sense. I didn't know that.
However, the thing with Puddle Punch is if you are using the heavy version, it will always launch. So if you're trying to get this as an opener, you have to use either the light
The
or the
medium.
medium in order to get it to become an opener.
Okay, cool. So he has a get off me move too.
Yes, he does.
I like
His shadow one is amazing.
Yeah.
His shadow puddle punch is a launcher only, so it puts you into the air. And this is a launcher ender, which specifically if you put that into the end of a combo, it will still cash out the damage and put you into an airborne state, but it costs the meter.
Oh, so it's a shadow that actually cashes out.
Not many shadow moves do that in this game. Like only some moves, some shadow enders will like cash out the damage, and that is one.
Yeah. Sorry.
Kitty cat. Dance, 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 and re-dance, dance, dance. So another,
I
and
want to be famous like Benny.
Glacius is probably next best one. Well, this is happening right now. The cat is snuggling the mic.
Oh, he's not on screen yet.
Now we have to believe.
Oh, there he's on screen. Probably.
So another one of Glacius's best moves is the summon.
I wish I could show you.
We don't need it. We
Here, bud.
believe through the cat.
So shatter.
Yeah. So shatter. We had shatter, and then the other one is summon hail. And you can summon an ice ball that you can actually hold for about 4
4
seconds. Yeah.
How do you change the direction? Is it
It's just depending on what it's.
Light, medium, heavy.
It's
Okay.
fireball backwards and.
Which
light,
one is
medium,
which?
heavy. The light one will go straight down. The medium one will travel about mid-screen, and then the heavy one will
It's
travel.
an amazing, like, it covers so much space.
And then
it kind of like locks
if you
in.
don't hold it, how fast can it come out?
Not
it
that
still has
fast.
to
So
start.
you can hold it and then jump around and then let go of it?
So So if Max
Here's
is being
here's-
extremely rude and just jumping in, me not having options, if I get one off, I can hold it there, and he's just gonna get caught off.
But you can walk around while that thing
I
is...
can walk around. I
Hold
can
it.
jump. I can do it like.
Can you make cross-ups for yourself?
Oh God,
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Yeah, okay, that's
So here's how Glacius' general offense works: is that you're full screen, you want to get in and maybe do some damage. You call a heavy ice ball, and you hold it down, and then you do heavy shoulder in. But in the middle of doing heavy shoulder, you follow it in. So as it blocks, you let it go,
I can see that.
and let it go after like the blocks of the shoulder.
It's like a little assist for yourself.
Yes. You use it to back you up.
Yeah.
However, this thing is a projectile, so
It is vulnerable to.
the projectile. There's a lot of shadows in the game that are projectile invincible, and will just fly right through it. So if Glacius does do cold shoulder into EX hail,
It's gonna go.
Oh, right.
go right
sure,
through it.
Sure. So he has these mix-ups options and keep-aways. How is he played?
He's played like a distance character, a zone character. He plays from that screen. He uses jumping heavy kick a lot to poke you in the eye.
Oh yeah,
And-
can you just show all of his air attacks?
Yeah.
So his heavy kick will go straight ahead. His
Alright.
medium kick will go at an angle, and his light will just go straight down.
see.
And there's no forward or back version.
No, it doesn't matter where you are. You
And then
jump.
do the jab strong fierce too, just to see it.
Jump.
Oh, the jump. Yeah, his
In-
and his
in the
his
air.
best
Jump
air
jab.
to air is jumping medium
Oh,
punch
dude,
or
he's
medium
is
kick.
above the camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those will actually beat a lot of air to air. But the kick ones won't. The kick ones are kind of like I can beat the kick ones. But if you do a jumping heavy punch, great for air to air.
Okay.
And yeah, that's about it. And that thing
This is like
back
the best
heavy punch.
anti-air in the game. I think it's,
What is it?
Back heavy punch.
Back.
and you can cancel it into hail. So if he jumps at me, jump at me real quick.
Yeah.
I can just cancel this, and now
Cute.
I have a setup.
So here's one of the best
I
setups
like it.
for Glacius is that he has a launcher ender, which is fireball back with punch. Fireball back with
my
punch.
bad.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Bouncy, and then you call a hail after, and you wait the hail. You call the hail for them to get up into it, and you kind of keep them in place.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So he
With
has-
meter, if you don't do shadow counters, Glacius can kind of keep you in block stun for 12 seconds.
Wait, let me see his throw again.
Yeah, what
so
was that
his
back throw?
So his throw, it doesn't actually knock you down. It does
Yeah.
throw you full screen. However, he's also a character that can link off of his throw as long as you're in the corner, whether it's a back or forward throw.
So a lot of times, if you know Glacius is about to mix you up in the corner, you're getting ready for the throw.
Does that require like manual timing afterward, or?
No, you can't combo into the throw, but you can combo.
I mean after the throw.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's manual timing.
But I mean, is it really picky or is it pretty easy?
A jab, you pretty easily can jab him into.
It's not as
an
strict
opener.
as normal
Okay,
manuals.
okay. So in other words, if you corner Glacius, you have to really be careful
You-
with that back throw.
Oh yes, that's what he wants at that point.
Yeah, because once Glacius, when your back is in the corner as Glacius, I mean, honestly, most Glacius players should be trying to get out of the corner because that is not where he's strong. I mean, you have options, for instance, like you have your pedal punch to crush lows, or you have your EX shoulder to crush highs. But if you're spending meter to get out of the corner, honestly, your best bet is using something like EX hail, where you can create some distance.
Yeah, if you know somebody's about to cross you up, you do EX hail.
Yeah. So,
So-
even on jump in, crossbow too fast.
Yeah.
That's actually using that too.
Let's try this one. Is it auto correcting or is
It's
it?
auto-correcting.
Okay, I'll try.
So
I'll try
wait
from
a
distance.
second.
It's like Marvel
Jump in.
autocorrect, huh?
So then yeah. So it's a great thing to just like, hey, get off me for a sec. That thing is also like here's a cute combo with Glacius. If you do like if I knock you down and you wake up EX puddle punch, you can actually do a forward lance off of that and combo it into fireball shatter EX. So I'll knock you down and wake up with EX puddle punch, and then do forward lance. Cute little thing. And if you're in the corner, you can get another juggle as well. However, in this situation, the only thing you can do is lance right there. So what's going to happen is this.
right.
Wake up your thing. Eh.
Right.
You can combo break it, but
But
the counter breaker
let's try that
situation
again.
happens, yeah.
But the nice thing about that is it's a free counter breaker for you then, right?
Yeah, it's a free because she's full screen.
Glacius is also a character that, kind of like Sabrewulf, he really takes advantage of the counterbreaker system because he's a character that can just sit here and do manuals all day, and he can essentially activate a counterbreaker from full screen, and he's completely safe.
That's one of his things. Is that if you try to break Glacius from full screen, you know, I did it too late, but yeah.
It still hits.
Just do a full screen auto double combo so that people can see what it looks like. So this is what Glacius can do to you full screen if you don't break anything.
Right.
And this
Pretty
is a
good
solid
damage,
like 40%.
Yeah.
But in this situation, I know that when he stomps on the ground in one situation,
You
can
break
combo
him
break.
from anywhere.
You just don't get anything out of it.
yeah.
But if he counter breaks you, so I'm just gonna do mediums. It
Sucks
drags you
you in.
straight to him, and now he's able to do his most damaging linker, which is his purple.
And then if he doesn't do a combo breaker, you're screen away, so it's hard
Can't
to
do anything.
I can do whatever I want. I'm still
Like,
full
let's see
screen.
if I can try to punish it. So just do a counter breaker to a full screen combo.
Okay.
One more time. Yeah.
Well, that wasn't really full screen, but like, yeah, you get the idea.
Okay,
That works, but it costs meter. I have to get in
Now you
like
have
hella
to be
fast.
aware of it.
Yeah.
Right?
So what's his instinct?
Okay, so he
It's
has
amazing.
I mean, for a character like him, obviously you need something that's going to help you in shitty situations. So his instinct actually gives you armor
Oh.
every 2 seconds, I believe it is.
And one
or
of the
3
most
seconds.
satisfying thing there is
right.
to do a cold shoulder and just fly through things. Get out there! Just plow through fireballs and anything, it'll just fly right through them.
By the way, is there any way that you can make instinct stop draining, or once you activate it, it just
That's
drain
it.
all the way down?
It's drain all the way
It's
down.
just going to drain.
Which is why you kind of want to use it in the first health bar
So-
because you get 2.
So if, let's say you activate his instinct and someone jabs you,
You
2
can
seconds
go
later
right-
the armor is going to come
It's
back.
going to come back.
How many times can it regenerate?
5.
It usually never comes back 5 times.
Because
Right,
you've
right.
either killed someone or you're dead.
It's like 5 times or 12 seconds.
Right.
Is
Does he
generally.
take damage when the armor is
Yes,
hit?
he does. So I've had Glaciuses do that where they have like no life left, but they put on ice armor and they try to plow through a
Yeah.
fireball.
And it's gonna take
They just
full
hit the
damage.
ground.
You have to be smart about it, but it's
Okay.
very good for a character that keeps you away because once he has instinct, it turns him from a zoning character to a complete rushdown character because you can just abuse the hell out of shoulders
And-
normals.
If you don't think Killer Instinct has a lot of zoning, watch a Glacius versus Glacius match, and the entire game is won by pokes.
It's
just this and this jumping over things and
Little
never
baby
touch
pokes.
each other, do all this stuff. I win. You know,
I think he actually looks really interesting.
he is the hardest character to use in the game
Hands down.
technically.
I could definitely see myself playing this dude.
Yeah.
He is so much
It's
fun
very
though.
fun.
But he has a very big learning curve, but he is the most advanced.
Doesn't one of the far auto doubles suck them in?
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
sorry, that's actually a really good point. We should talk about his auto double. So his auto double's in range. Every time you use a different strength of the auto double, his lights will pull you in, his mediums will keep you in place, and his heavies will actually throw you away.
So what you do to break is you look at your character and not
Yeah,
him.
you don't look at him at all. Because for the most part, he just...
I'm not good at this though. That was medium, but I was too late.
But there was one, I remember seeing it like sucks them really fast, doesn't it?
The heavies, just do heavies. Or lights. You're right. It is
Lights.
lights.
Okay.
So, but at that point, if you want to get closer for your combo, you're going to turn the light double into the cold shoulder.
Yeah, so at a certain distance, you can actually just...
Because you're always going to get more damage
Get
if
it.
you're actually hitting them.
Okay, okay.
And at that point, even though you don't want to be close with Glacius a lot of the time, you can play a rushdown Glacius.
Yeah,
It works.
It's possible. It's just his archetype is zoning.
Right.
All right, let's talk about Orchid.
Go for it.
Be
Let's see.
Orchid. So Orchid, I think, is a alternate Sabrewulf in a way. She's a Rekka character.
All right, let's see your normals.
Her normals are jab, medium punch is probably her best normal.
That's fast.
Heavy punch is very slow, but it's got a
Forward.
pretty good
Oh my God,
hitbox.
it's so amazing.
Light kick pretty much sucks. This one's only okay as well. You pretty much want to use this instead. And this is a pretty good anti-air,
That's
shockingly.
roundhouse?
Yeah. And you can cancel it, like. So
that was close roundhouse?
That was close roundhouse. And you can turn it into a little bit more damage. So those are pretty good. She's got some pretty goofy normal. This one is jumping light punch, jumping medium punch, jumping heavy punch. That one's funny as hell.
That
This
rock
one is
kick?
funny. Medium kick is that, and then heavy kick is that. And she has a cross up, which is medium kick as well. Probably the best cross up in the game. It's just active for days. And I think that's about it for her cross ups. But as far as her normals on the ground, this is pretty much her best ground normal.
Crouching short.
Crouching short. This one kind of sucks. And this hits twice, but it's cancelable on first. Oh, did they take that out? I think might have. Yeah, never mind.
Tested yet.
Yeah, this used to be you used to be able to turn this into something, but now it's just a sweep.
So it's not cancelable.
Not cancelable.
Okay.
This is medium punch is okay, but not that great.
Sorry.
Which one?
The sweep.
Yo.
Alright.
But this move is amazing. This is one of the greatest freaking anti-airs in the game. Crouching Fierce. The game also gives you a priority on Crouching Fierces on jump in as well. Like.
Oh yeah, I heard about this. There's an actual priority system. Right?
There's a priority system on Crouching Fierce during jump in. So if you jump in with like anything, generally this will kind of beat it. If you time it appropriately.
I heard that like a fierce will beat a strong will beat a jab.
Yes. Yeah,
if they collide.
Call that limb priority.
Yeah.
But yeah, that kind of applies to almost anything in the game.
Interesting. Yeah.
Is limb priority.
That's third strike-ish, right?
It is
like
very
third
third
strike,
strike-ish. Actually, I think they took it from that because they did like third strike. Anyway, those are her normals. This is obviously her best normal because it's long as hell, and it begins her mix-up. If you land one of these, you're essentially given a free 50-50 because she can now do Rekkas. And do an overhead
You don't have to hold forward anymore?
You don't? You just press the button?
They changed it.
Wow.
Yeah, we had some
we played a different version of Orchid briefly way back in the day, and she's kind of changed a lot. So anyway, one leads to an overhead, one leads to a low.
That's the low?
Yeah, that's the low.
Here, let me get on this side.
Just like Sabrewulf, these are unsafe on overhead, and this is unsafe on low, and you can turn it into a combo.
Okay. What about the third option?
The heavy one is just like Sabrewulf's. You can turn it into something that's safe and cancelable. So what was funny about this one, Orchid has a kind of a cute setup with it. If you get people afraid of the low to high and they want to try to block your things, you can charge this to be unblockable. And turn it into a big giant smack. And that's about it for the Rekkas. The Rekkas are, like I said, her offense is pretty much based off doing this into overhead and mixing them up. But then she's also got, probably her best special is the slide. This goes under fireballs and is hell long. It acts as an opener as well. So, yeah, it travels low, starts off as a low attack, but it's ridiculously unsafe.
Oh, really?
The light one is, I think, kind of safe. The medium one, though, I'm pretty sure, it's punishable.
That was light?
That was medium
that
there.
was medium.
And the heavy one is totally punishable, but you have to have a normal that reaches. Try standing medium kick.
Oh, close medium?
That is it.
Is that his best reaching?
That's one of his best reaching distance
I know his
normals.
crouching one is actually decent too, but it's slow.
Glacius has some great ground normals too.
He seems like it, yeah.
So this stuff is really good, and if you turn into the Shadow version, this turns into the Fire Cat, which is also projectile invincible, like we were just saying. If you turn the Rekkas into a Shadow version, you get this charge thing that smacks on the ground, has a little bit of invincibility, I think. But you can also charge this even more, and then they like land right into it, and it does a hell of a lot more damage.
Oh shit! Talk about her air throw. She's the only character.
Yeah, she's the only character in the game with an air throw. And you can do a crazy amount of stuff. You can air throw out of this thing as well.
I think they changed it. I've been trying so far. I know you can get it off of a raw one, but after you anti-air...
Wait, did you just combo into your throw?
Exactly. So he also has an uppercut. Her Shoryu kick is like a knee uppercut.
Okay.
And it does this stuff. But if you do the Shadow version of it, we call it the uppercut. Goes up. But at the end of that, you can't do anything. You can let it end, but you can also press grab at the end of this thing.
Yeah.
You continue a combo and do stuff into
weird.
combos, and it
Now,
keeps going.
Can the opponent tech an air throw?
No, that's free for Orchid.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot of the stuff Orchid does is that she'll set you up in situations where she can actually put herself in, you know, it works. So you can get multiple air throws, but the air throw causes a ground bounce that allows you to combo after. Only once, though.
Only once? Only one ground bounce?
If, like, for example, jump in the air, ground bounces, and you can kind of combo after it, but you can jump in the air again. I can try to like instantly jump up and grab you one more time. I don't even know if I can do it, but that would not ground bounce again. If you do combos somehow.
There's like one ground bounce per combo.
Exactly. There's one ground bounce, one ball bounce, kind of like Street Fighter Cross Tekken rules. Work that way. Yeah, exactly. So I think that's it for her specials and stuff like that. And a lot of her game is she's pretty much kind of a simple character. She goes for her overhead.
She's super simple.
Yeah. She goes for this thing. She's kind of like has a couple more options than Sabrewulf, you know. But in general, that's why I call her Sabrewulf 2.0.
Yeah.
And she controls a lot more airspace than Sabrewulf does because of the air grab.
So I mean, what's her mix-up?
Her mix-up is this.
It's the unsafe higher low.
High or low, yeah.
That doesn't seem very good.
Yeah, I know.
It's only
so
okay.
It seems like one of her main things is the instinct mode.
Yeah.
That,
But her instinct is amazing.
It's
So
very
her
good.
instinct is essentially Strider Tigers, and you can do things like I can uppercut you and juggle a cat off of it.
How do you call cat?
Just press
The
instinct,
instinct
again.
again. Once it's active, every time you hit instinct, it's like a certain.
And you can
cooldown
just
period.
keep doing it as long as
Yeah.
the
As
cat's
long
off
as
the
you're-
screen.
As long as the cat's off the there's like a summon time period where you have to like wait.
Can you use that while you're in the air too?
Yes.
Can you call him? Okay.
Yeah,
You can
call one in
use
the
it
air.
as an ambiguous.
So what
It's
happens?
like
is
it's a marvel.
it's assist. So
Yeah.
you go for this. I'm gonna go for my overhead, or I'm gonna go for my low, and I call the assist. It's out now. But on block, this is almost like you have to just deal with it minus the
I love
recharge.
that.
So block really quick.
Okay. I have armor. I don't know if it's gonna work.
So
Wait, why did the armor just go away?
It absorbed it.
it absorbed the hit.
Oh, you
I
got
got
hit.
hit with the overhead,
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I have to go for the high or low multiple times here and try to get a combo. But you can also go for like this thing and turn that into stuff as well. So yeah, she relies on her close range game. She actually does surprisingly well from full screen. If you decide to throw a fireball, this will go under most fireballs
Right,
and
yeah.
just catch you low.
Yeah.
And that's about it. She's a rushdown character. She probably deals. Actually, she deals a lot of damage too.
She does a decent amount of damage.
Flick Flack, I forgot about this thing. Flick Flack, which is like classic Orchid move.
Yeah.
This crushes lows like really hard
That makes sense.
for a long time, and it does a lot of hits and builds a lot of freaking KV, and she can do a lot of damage really fast. The other thing is that her combo trait is that she can do multiple linkers. So, for example, oh crap. I just did 3 linkers in a row right there. So people might be waiting for a double. You're not going to
It's
see
never
one.
gonna come.
It's not going to come.
What's her combo? What's
She can link multiple linkers without using any doubles.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's got. She's very hard to break. That's Orchid's big thing is that since she can always do
Oh, I see.
2 linkers at a time,
Something,
she
yeah.
follows no golden path at all.
I see.
She does ridiculous, crazy stuff.
Yeah, that.
So that's probably why she's not as good. You
Yeah,
know,
that makes sense. Yeah.
from a different distance. But yeah, that's about it for Orchid. She's probably the most underused character in the entire game right now.
Which is sad because she's very
Because she's pretty good, but at the same time, a lot of people are going to Sabrewulf just because he's easier to use. But yeah, Orchid is
So it's like she
you
doesn't
forgot
have
to talk about her
overhead.
commander right there.
she doesn't have quite as good of a neutral game or a pressure game, but when she gets a hit, she can convert better than most.
exactly.
Yes.
That's exactly it. Yeah, her overhead is forward heavy kick. It's probably the slowest overhead in the game.
It's
Yeah, it's super slow.
But you can cancel it. You can make it safe. You can turn it into the
Is
light
it-
flick flack,
Oh, okay. Which is safe.
which is safe.
even on block?
Probably I think it might be +1 on block. Something like that. But yeah, light flick flacks are because they hit multiple times. They are counter breaker or shadow breaker bait.
Yeah.
And that's about it for Orchid.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Jump
Next
back
two.
into the last 2.
The last 2.